Thank you very much, everyone.
Good whooper.
So nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it because, you know, a lot of you know I've had anxiety over leaving terribly. I don't know anything but work. And you guys have been my family for 32 years. And, you know, my work family. And it's been a little hard for me to actually separate. And not, you know, Howard and telling the contractors what the hell they're doing wrong. And so Dave nicknamed me Pitbull years ago. And this is just, this is really nice, thank you. And this is a nice way to leave. We've had a lot of parties with people, and I really do hope that I keep in touch with all of you. You know, I've gotten to know your families, you know, your heritage, your customs. You know, what neighborhoods you're from, and we've all learned so much by working together. It's been really a rewarding place to work, and I thank you all very much. So, Mary,
we definitely gonna miss you. So obviously, you know, we can't let you go without sharing a few things that normally come with this retirement thing that I'm so jealous about. But let me just say a couple things real quick, Mary, because you've been one of my favorite folks. Over 10 years now, you and I have been together, and we've had some tough times. And I'll be honest, I was afraid when we didn't have a wage compliance person and we filled that position. I was really concerned about where we were going and what we were doing. That was a time when we did a reorganization again, if you remember.
We've had a lot of them.
And that was supposed to go to the city, and I knew that wouldn't work, but we were able to get that resolved, and we brought Mary in to help us with this wage compliance and this legislation. And you've done a fantastic job ever since. I mean, the nickname Pitbull was given to you for a reason. I used to walk past Mary's office often, and Mary would be yelling at the contractor. And sometimes in a way in which you'd be like, oh wow, did she say that? but and I never really interfered because I knew who she was dealing with. And unfortunately, in our world, you almost have to be that way to get the attention of the guys that we work with and the developers and the contractors that we work with. If you're meek, mild, and soft, they walk on you. If you're tough as nails, like the pit bull here, they respond. And I never bothered her. I said, you know what, she's fine. They used to come to me, you need to go check on Mary. I said, no, I don't need to. She's fine. She's okay. Mary will tell me. She will come and let me know if she needs me to check on her. So right now, she's fine. So I've always valued that, certainly for me, because to me, nothing more valuable than having someone who knows what they're doing, who does their job to the highest degree of integrity, and someone I don't necessarily have to check on. I mean, that's the best world to live in, I mean, to be honest. So you've done all that for me. And I noticed you've certainly done a great deal for Greg when the legislative stuff was done, because when he came in, I'm sure that was a maneuvering thing that he had to work through, and I'm sure that you were there to carry him, as well as Angel, and as well as all the staff that's in here, because without you, their work would be more difficult. And honestly, I don't even know how we replace you. don't know if we can replace you. But we're gonna figure it out, but I'll be calling you all the way. I'll be calling you, all right?
So, Mary, we have a citation from the state, from the Senate of Pennsylvania. It says, congratulations in the Senate, October 21st, 2019. Whereas the Senate of Pennsylvania is always pleased to recognize those individuals who, through their laudable tenure of service, contribute in a meaningful way toward the well-being of their communities and this Commonwealth. And whereas Mary Frances Fogg is being honored upon her retirement from the city of Philadelphia, including a career spanning more than 32 years of distinguished service. And whereas born and raised in Philadelphia, Ms. Fogg is a graduate of Little Flower Catholic High School for Girls. She served the city as Assistant Deputy Mayor for Labor and Chief of Staff for the Philadelphia City Council before joining the Philadelphia Housing Development Corporation and Philadelphia Redevelopment Authority as the Director of Government Relations and Prevailing Wage Compliance, the position from which she is retiring after 24 years of service. Additionally, Ms. Fogg has worked on more than 295 affordable housing projects in the Philadelphia area. She serves on boards and committees for numerous organizations, including the St. Patrick's Day Observers Association, the Delaware Valley Irish Hall of Fame, and the Veterans Multi-Service Center. Throughout her career, Ms. Fogg has striven to adhere to the highest standards of service and has rightly earned the respect and admiration of her many friends and colleagues. Now, therefore, the Senate of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania recognizes Mary Frances Fogg for her years of loyalty and service, proudly notes that she has demonstrated extraordinary commitment to the city of Philadelphia, offers best wishes for continued success in the years to come, and directs that a copy of this document, sponsored by Senator Christine N. Tartaglione, be transmitted to Mary Frances Fogg.
But before he gets here, I have the distinguished pleasure of providing you this plaque. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. It's kind of weird that your time has been with the redevelopment authority most of the years that you've been here, but you're retiring from the Philadelphia Housing Development Corporation. Okay? Okay. And I thought I knew everything about you, but that was a little surprising to hear that you went to Little Flower. I kind of assumed that you were a Goretti girl based on all that I've heard about Goretti and the girls at Goretti. I said, well, she must be, but no, you're
ironically, my alma mater just asked me to be on their board of directors. And
Is
they
that
said
right?
I was retiring. It's an extreme honor.
Well, in recognition of your retirement, we congratulate you for over 15 years of distinguished performance and commitment. You have contributed to the successful accomplishments and the services provided by the corporation. Even though it says Philadelphia Housing Corporation, we know, you know, and everyone in this room knows that most of your time and your tenure and your expertise was provided to the Philadelphia Redevelopment Authority. And certainly my time with you has been with the Redevelopment Authority. So congratulations. I love you, baby.
Anybody else?
Gary has something to say.
Just a little.
Oh,
Nothing major.
Oh, Gary, thank you so much.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, she has worked for 20-something years here. Her legal expertise fit like a glove. So as you leave the nest, we wish the best. Your reputation's glowing, we're impressed. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love.
I gotta say something as well, I guess, you know.
There's no microphone.
I got my own microphone. Obviously you know, Mary Frances Fogg is my mother. I call her mom. I call her mom. It's been a great journey for her, you know, seeing all the accolades and all the awards and all the things that she's done in her life, which teaches me how to be in my life to accomplish all those mountainous things that you have to climb in life. And it's great to be here with everyone. And you know, one thing about my mother, and I'm thinking about it today, and I'm just like her. You know? We're very tenacious. We're very extreme, as one of my TV shows is called, To the Extreme, as my buddy gave me that nickname. You're a little extreme, and not extreme in a good way, where when we want to do something, when we believe in something, we go 1,000%. If we know the right thing to do, we fight for it. You know, we're from the Kensington Juniata Park section, just like the Goretti girls and the South Philly people, which is a great section as well. We're the northern tenacious people of the city, of Center City, and we had to fight all our lives. And obviously this is more about my mother, so let's just jump back to her. No, it's focused on her. My mother, you know, raised me as a single mother. You know, she had me when she was 20, and you know, she had to build a career around, you know, being a kid at 19 and having me at 20, and she built a career, a fabulous career, a fighter's career, and any you know, female little girl, my daughter Brooke, who is with her now, can look up to her mom and say, wow, she was a fighter, you know, just like the St. Joan of Arcs and all the people in history that fought as a female. There is so many obstacles that you have to fight in this world as being a female and also as a male, but you know, as a female, you know, she's always fought hard, and she's always done everything 1,000%. She's a fighter, and she's very tenacious, and sometimes it's, you know, but that's what she believes in. And the number one thing she always does, and what I teach my kids and try to instill in my kids, is you help people. She's very charitable. She'll give you the coat off her back. She'll give you her high heel pumps on Market Street. Proudly for a long time. But it's just a metaphor and theoretical, where she'll give you anything she can, and she truly believes in you know, getting to know everybody, their customs, their ethnicities, because we are all true Philadelphians. We believe, you know, we have a heart on our sleeves, and we believe true Philly. And I'm just happy to be here. So congratulations, Mother.
Beautiful, thank you, Jason, I appreciate that. Sorry. Thank you.
You have Councilman O'Neill, I believe, here to do a citation for you from the city of Philadelphia.
And this is a resolution that was passed unanimously. Not too many of those going on. And I'm going to read it. It's not too long, but I think Mary would rather have it read here than in the city council chamber. And it had requested we would have done it in the city council chamber. Mary is the face of RDA for council members, and has been for a long, long time. And believe me, you've been blessed with that face, because she reflects so well on RDA, and as RDA has grown over the years, I mean, you're doing recreation projects for me and competing for them. I never thought anything like that was possible, but RDA does so much more now. And I think I've called Greg twice, I called Brian maybe twice while he was here. Mary takes care of stuff. You know, she just does it. And that's her reputation. Everybody likes her, but she's not going to take no for an answer when she needs a yes. And so we see her just once a week. Council members, our staff talks to her all the time. And Mary's a voter, Democratic committee person.
Not a committee person.
Okay, well, I would treat her nice anyway. I have to say, I'm sorry.
I'm a voter in your district.
People think she's a committee person. That's even better. It's harder when people say, oh, you know, Mary's a committee person. Well, that's how active she is. And to be active, in Irish, and I only wear this usually once a year, my shamrock tie. I only have one shirt that goes with it. It's a special Irish day, and also working with veterans, service center, and the homeless veterans. You just can't ask for a better knock on the door upstairs someday, because that will get us attention, believe me. But this is a resolution honoring and congratulating Mary Frances Fogg. Doesn't sound too Irish, does it? On the occasion of her retirement following more than 32 years of loyal and dedicated service to the city of Philadelphia and its citizens. Whereas Mary Frances Fogg was born and raised in the Juniata Park section of Philadelphia and now resides in the Fox Chase neighborhood. She has exhibited great sense of pride for the city of Philadelphia and has faithfully served her community. And whereas Mary Frances Fogg, I'm going to call you Mary after this, attended Little Flower High School for girls. She is the proud mother of one son, Jason Francis Fogg, and has a loving daughter-in-law, Kimberly Fogg. She also has 3 wonderful grandchildren, Jace, Ryan, and Brooke. And whereas Mary served as the Director of Government Relations and Prevailing Wage Compliance for the Philadelphia Housing and Development Corporation / Philadelphia Redevelopment Authority. In this position, Mary worked tirelessly to build relationships with intergovernmental agencies and elected officials and their staff on the city, state, and federal levels. She also managed legislation for land acquisition and disposition, in addition to overseeing the compliance of prevailing wage and Davis-Bacon laws. I'm sure you'll miss that. And requirements. And whereas Mary has played an integral role in the development of several noteworthy projects, including but not limited to the Pennsylvania Convention Center and Expansion Project, the Marriott Hotel, 52nd and Parkside Shopping Center, and Osage Avenue. And whereas Mary has also dedicated her time to ensuring access to affordable housing, creating over 295 low-income and affordable housing projects throughout her career. Whereas Mary has remained committed to the betterment of the Philadelphia community as a member of several boards and committees, including the St. Patrick's Day Observance Association, Delaware Valley Irish Hall of Fame, Friendly Sons and Daughters of St. Patrick, Philadelphia Veterans Multi-Service Center, Service and Education Center, the Veterans Homeless Outreach Program, the Pennsylvania Housing and Redevelopment Authority's Legislative Board, and the PRA Health and Safety Committee. You're going to have a lot of time on your hands when you retire. Okay. Yo, you did that too. It's not in here. Okay. Somebody found time. And whereas Mary has remained committed, whereas Mary is well respected by her superiors and colleagues, and her presence at the Philadelphia Housing and Development Corporation / PRA will be sorely missed. Her spirit and enthusiasm have been a permanent and positive influence that she is held in high esteem by all. Mary has made a positive impact on many people who have been enriched by her knowledge and enhanced by her wisdom. Now, therefore, I'm almost finished. Resolved by the Council of the City of Philadelphia that we hereby honor, congratulate, commend, and thank Mary Frances Fogg on the occasion of her retirement following more than 32 years of loyal and dedicated service to the City of Philadelphia and its citizens. Further resolved that an engrossed copy of this resolution be presented to Mary Frances Fogg as evidence of the sincere sentiments of this legislative body. Signed by the President of City Council, introduced by myself and Londo Reynolds-Brown. Blondie wanted to make sure she was on this. And then all members of City Council. And for anybody that might be interested, family, friends, when they don't fold up and go in a drawer, it's probably the nicest thing the city gives out when it's framed. So I would encourage, with some nice matting in the back, this should have a prominent place wherever Mary's living at the time. Okay? Whether it's Fox Chase. If I was worried about Mary's vote, I wouldn't be running.
Nice to see you. You're away. I like Bonnie. Thank you so much. Wow, look at this. Thank you very much to everyone who's contributed to this lovely day, and the money, the presents, the outreach. You know, all that you guys did to run it around. I used to run retirement parties. I know how much goes into it. This is just really, really overwhelming. This is beautiful. Thank you.
That Dave and others do, so I'll be very brief, but I gave you my present the other night.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much. That was really nice. Greg gave me a book on architecture, and the history of the WOW was on architecture, and a lovely gift card. It was beautiful. Yes, it was really nice, and your card was very, very nice. Thank you.
But what I'll say is, you know, without Mary, I don't know that I would have made it 6 months here. So, you know, because I think probably some of my predecessors the same thing. You know, you come in here, you got to feel your way around. There are a lot of people to meet, and Mary just, you know, she was one of the first people I met here, and she sat down and said, "I'm going to show you how this works." And by the way, I'm going to make meetings for all the city council people and a bunch of state reps and state senators, and she made all the meetings. And you know, I truck around the city and meet all these people, and you know, whenever something came up, Mary says, "All right, here's how it works. I'm going to take you through this and hold your hand." And just, you know, amazing the amount of time and care that you give. One thing that everybody knows about Mary is that she is so passionate about this place and the work, and she's not going to let anything fall for a second, and she's going to make sure that everything runs like clockwork. So just, you know, thanks for everything you did for me, of course, because you really helped me figure out the ropes here and navigate all this, but thank you for everything that you've done for this agency, because that's why you do it at the end of the day, is to get the work done, to get everything through, make everything go smoothly, and you can see it's run smoothly for a long time because of you. As Dave said, I don't know how we're going to replace you, but we'll have to figure out something.
I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss the craziness. That makes sense. You're going to miss the craziness. You know, it is. And across the street doesn't make it easy. Brian left, I can say that. You know, but across the street doesn't always make it easy, and they make us jump through hurdles, and it's hard, you know. And you know, and we could be in a meeting and all disagree, and we go across the street. We're always on the unified front, and I was, you know, I hope that I always had your backs, and I always showed the hard work that you did, even though you didn't get the credit all the time that you deserve. You know, you guys, you know, you look around the city, and when they said the 295 projects, I think a lot of people are thinking, that can't be. I have a list. I have a list because it's all my files that went to storage, and I have a list of how many, when I sit across the street and I hear how we don't have enough housing, we don't, and we do need more, but I know how hard that the staff has worked here and all the projects that they have done. And it's been pretty wonderful to work with us. Oh, anytime. Anytime. We gotta get off more, but that's my time with you. Anybody else have any bad stories?
A little bit. So I have the least amount of experience with you here at PRA, but I do have a lot of experience with you outside of PRA. So I learned about Mary Fogg from another Little Flower alumni, Rose Gray. And there's definitely something in the water of Little Flower, because you guys are the same, in terms of tenacity and then integrity and how hard you work and getting projects done. And it was a real pleasure to have really honest, no BS conversations with you, and I always appreciated that. And thank you, because I definitely haven't had the opportunity of working with you that long, but I already feel I'm already in the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What? Do you have a present? I always give you presents. We just give
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you so much. You can.
Anybody else? Have anything to say?
Anybody
No?
else want to have any stories you want to get up and say? Mark, you're not allowed.
No?
No, I'm not telling that story.
All right.
Next, please,
I guess
everyone.
it's time to say, let's eat.
Let's see, because I can't eat right now. I'm a little nervous.
She's overwhelmed.